talking about the rise of influencer marketing and authenticity. We're all familiar with traditional advertising such as print ads, billboards, and television commercials, but influencer marketing offers brands a new, unique way to connect with their audiences because social media tends to skew into the younger generation, so now they can reach all of those people. So that leads us to paid authentic collaboration. So that is where brands work with influencers to co-create content that appeals to the brand audience and what they want to get across to the viewers and the listeners, but also to the audience that is watching and listening to the actual influencer's content. So it just authentically integrates it into the normally scheduled content, which leads to more brand recognition. So CJ Afroamericano, who's a popular influencer, said that it's not like an ad that someone would want to click away from. It's an actual story that makes the viewers want to participate in the product or the activity that I'm advertising. So that's the key part of influencer marketing, because whole part of marketing, you want people to know your product, you want them to use your product. So if people aren't clicking away and they're not spacing out, then they're remembering your product, and the trust that people have with that influencer then leads on to your brand. So there's two approaches to this. There's obscurity versus obvious. So the Clorox company is going more of an obscure route. So the vice president of their cleaning division said that consumers don't necessarily know this is paid advertising. So they're working with their influencer advisory council to make content that resembles the influencer's content, but they want to do it in a less obvious way, which can actually start to work against them if it takes away from their brand recognition. So SeatGeek is going the totally opposite route. So they have their own influencer division called Team SeatGeek, and they work with a bunch of different influencers and have a ton of different partnerships. They're most known for their collaboration with YouTuber David Dobrik, where he takes the money that he earns from the ads with SeatGeek and he puts it back into that video. So Ian Borthwick, who's the director of influencer marketing at SeatGeek, sums it up best when he says, "Now, when David mentions SeatGeek in a video, fans don't skip through because they know that the minute he says our name, something amazing is going to happen." So what David has actually done is he's made Ian, as well as SeatGeek as a whole, an actual character in his blogs. So that gives SeatGeek great brand recognition, where when David posted a video giving away cars with a different brand and a different ad read, people were still commenting about SeatGeek in the comments of that video. So during this year's Super Bowl, Ian actually tweeted about how 98 million people watched last year's Super Bowl, but there were 38 million people that watched this conspiracy video by Shane Dawson that SeatGeek had an ad in. So basically what Ian is saying is influencer marketing costs less money, you're reaching essentially the same amount of people, which there's a lot of analytics that aren't listed in this tweet that could impact that. But what he's saying is that influencer marketing is a very important thing for brands to start doing because it can be on the same level as, say, a Super Bowl ad, which costs millions of dollars to make. So what? So thing that brands get when they work with an influencer is trust by association, because people that watch their favorite influencers love that person. So if they obviously endorse a product, then they're going to like it. So once you focus more on entertainment than sales, and you're doing the entertainment, then the sales will follow. So if you can connect to a moment, then you'll get more brand recognition as the partnerships go on and on and on, because then the fans of that influencer will come to expect your brand, and they will know your brand, and then that leaves endless possibilities for future partnerships.